All right, we're here at Julius Sawyer's property in Conyers, about to do a repair test. Right now I'm standing on the front facet of the property here. Wind damage shingles on this one, so we're going to be testing for viability of repair. Now I've identified a wind damage shingle here to use for the repair test. I've marked out an area of repair, including all the shingles that may be affected as a result of the repair test. So I'm going to give you an overview of each so you can see their conditions prior to us doing the repair test. All right. I will be using a hammer and roof snake to perform this repair test. Towards the end of the repair test, I'll document if any damages occur, take close-up photos, and send it off to you. I'm gonna go ahead and set my camera up so we can get started. All right, wind damage shingle, gonna start unsealing. All right, I'm gonna start removing the nails here. Got some tearing involved with removing this nail here. Got an overdriven nail here that's popped through this shingle hole here. I'm gonna get underneath here to try and see if I can get that nail pop up. It's already punctured through the other shingle, however, I was able to get it out. All right, we're halfway through the repair test here. A couple of things I'm noticing already. Some signs of fracturing here on this tab. You can see exactly where that line of granule loss is. That's where you see the weakness in the tab here when you're bending it. As we know, fractures to the matting inside impede the shingle from doing what it's meant to do, which is shed water. Any fractures compromises the integrity of the shingle here. This is what I'm noticing so far. And then we had the overdriven nail, which any overdriven nail pushes through, whereas where this nail here, you see I was able to pull that nail out properly. It sits properly and flush on there. Does not create an added hole here. However, wherever there is a nail that is overdriven, pushes that hole through. allows more space for any wind-driven rain that may get underneath to have access to underneath the shingle and the roof and cause potential damage there. So we're halfway through so far. This is what I'm noticing. I'm gonna go ahead and replace the shingle down, nail it down using a roof snake, then I'll document everything that I'm seeing. Finalize the repair test here. I'm going to start marking up what I'm seeing. What's starting to be a lot more noticeable here. Again, this is the shingle that we were using for the repair test here. This is shingle number 6 here. And I'm already seeing some signs of fracturing on this tab on shingle number 6. To indicate to you what I'm looking at, I'm seeing that granule loss there. And when I lift, you can see where that bend weakness is right along this line right here. The weakness goes right there. Clear sign of fracturing in there on that tab. On shingle number 8 as well here, I'm noticing signs of granule loss here across the top. And when I lift here, same deal. That bend, very acute bend here, right at the line where the granule loss is forming there. That's a clear indication of fracturing on the matting. And then of course here on shingle number 6 as well, we saw the same thing. Right at the edge there, you can see where that granule loss is. And that's where that acute bend is happening, indicating the weakness of the matting and the fracturing there. And then now, again, up here, we have the overdriven nail. What is that? Here it is. The overdriven nail that I wasn't able to get, I had to get underneath to retrieve. There's the hole punch at. This is there's that section. Here it is. All right. Now you can see the difference between here, where the nail is landed flush. That was that previous nail I showed you. The hole was intact when we removed the nail here. So now when the nail goes back in, sits flush. You don't see any extra indications of any space where wind-driven rain can get in. If by any chance this was to lift again and wind-driven rain is pushed underneath here, there's no access point. But here you can see where there's space around where that nail was overdriven and I had to remove it. I was able to get it out, but now there's space surrounding that shingle, surrounding that nail where water can come in and find purchase to get underneath and cause potential damage to the roof here. So we have the signs of fracturing, we have that overdriven nail and nail pop. I'm going to take close-up photos of everything and send it off to you.